Okay, let's wear the vest and see how it goes. Before we wear it, if we are back mounted, we need to slip the arm on. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just sneak the arm in. And bring the arm as close as we can to the side of the side panel, and then we equally start tightening, looking at the clamp, so the distance between the front and the back of the clamp is equally tight, and there you can see that this distance here and this distance here should be the same. And we tied it as hard as we can with our fingers. Okay, this is pretty much done. And now we open the vest straps. From the side we are like to get in and out of the vest. In this case, this is my side, so I open the side by releasing the buckle. I open the top side and I slip into the vest. First thing I have to do is to strap the top strap all the way. Make sure those straps are all the way in the buckles. We do not adjust anything on the height or on the waist with these straps. These straps only serve the purpose of a quick release, and they should be always locked all the way in. Okay, so this is done. Then I move on the side. I do the side strap, and before I fully tidy up, I pull the vest there, so I make sure that it sits on my hips correctly, like so, and I can slightly feel it touching my shoulders. In fact, there is always a small gap here, and that's the correct adjustment. You don't have to have the vest pulled down on your shoulders very hard, okay? Because the forces when you put the sled on are on your stomach, there on the lower end, and at the back skull over there. The muscles that are behind that, the upper back muscles and the tummy muscles, that's the muscles that you feel the forces of the vest. Not here, okay? You shouldn't feel any forces on your shoulders. If you do so, we're gonna tell you how to correct this, okay? So, once you put down the vest and it's like sits on your hips, again, you tie it up more, equally in both sides, and you're ready to take the sled on. So here we go. Put my arm on and right, the sled is on the vest, and now I should feel the weight here on my tummy here and on my back muscles, upper back muscles, right at the back where the triangular skull is, okay? There. Now, if for any reason you feel weight up on your shoulders, that means that we need to do some small adjustments. At the moment this is adjusted fine to me, but let's see what you do if you do feel pressure on your shoulders, okay? So we put the rig back. Now, when you feel pressure, let me take the arm off quickly. When you start feeling, when you take the rig, the sled on you, and you feel pressure on your shoulders, that means that the vest is not correctly adjusted. So what you should do is you should either correct it from the front, and by doing so, you just untie a little bit the screw, and then you pull a little bit the front panel downwards, okay? Once you do that, okay, you do small steps, okay, just like 5-10 millimeter at a time. You lock it there, okay, and you try again. This time you will feel more relief on your shoulders, because now what you did is you extended a little bit the distance from that is between the front panel and the shoulders. So now you will see that there is freedom here, okay? It doesn't press on my shoulders. I can feel the weight right at the back skull up there, okay? And I can feel the pressure here, okay? I can breathe. As you see, there is a space here. This is different from person to person, and it's also different in terms of what pads you have on the vest. Okay, which I will talk to you in a little bit about the pads. Okay, so here we go. I have at the moment a 25.5 kilogram sled on, and got the orange cores on. Okay. Okay, so that's pretty much it. The vest is more or less, 100% adjusted for you. So following the chart, doing these adjustments is all you need to take the vest at 90-95% closer to your size, and then with little fine adjustments you can bring it 100%. Okay. Let me just put this lid up. Okay. Now, last thing I want to talk to you about is about the pads, okay? At the moment we had some factory delays, so we more or less had only one choice of pads, and that was a little bit on the soft side. Some people like it. Some people don't like it. Nevertheless, we are doing at the moment harder sore pads, and they're going to be sent for free to our customers until the end of January or maybe beginning of February. You're going to have your pads there, all the customers, so you can choose which one you prefer. Okay, small guys that have a very small waist, it would be better to have the harder pads on because they keep a better space in between your body. It's all personal preference, and we also gonna be shipping some spacer pads that you can put in between your front pad and the front panel, and same, you're going to have the choice for the back as well. So you have spacer pads that they act as spacers between the padding and the front and back panel, as well as the top back small triangle. And with those you can make small adjustments in terms of how you like the vest to be, more far from you or closer to you, or even give it a little bit of a tilt angle. As you see, the back has a little bit of a tilt angle, so when I load the rig while back mounted, I've got more or less the correct horizontal angle, because there's always a little bit of flex from the arm or the vest or whatever. Okay, so these spacer pads and these harder shoulder pads are going to be shipping to you end of January, maybe beginning of February, and then you will be able to have more choices with the pads. I hope the current pads work for you at the moment. That was a little bit unfortunate with the factory delays. And that's all, guys. From this point, if you do have any problem, we are making some one-to-one sessions, so we can FaceTime, and you can FaceTime with me while wearing the vest and tell me what the problem you're facing is, and then we can sort it out in pretty much no time, you know. Like I said, the normal thing is feeling, when you got the rig on, is feeling the pressure on your stomach here, stomach muscles, and at the back muscles. You should not feel any pressure here. Okay? No pressure here. If you do feel that the rig is pulling down for you, that means that it needs to get adjusted a little bit. And you can adjust it pretty much from this point here, bringing the panel a little bit up, a little bit down, sorry, to extend the distance. You can also correct it a little bit from the back, adding a few millimeters or so. Or you can even release the front shoulder adjustment, 0.5 or 1 centimeter or whatever, small increments, and put the rig back again and see how it feels. Usually you feel better and better and better, and you come to a point that you don't feel loose and you don't feel trapped and you don't feel any pressure there. So it takes more or less 20 minutes or so to do all these adjustments, and then you're set to play with the vest and your rig. Thank you very much for seeing the videos. Cheers.